What's going on, guys? Bob Busker here at ThinkComputers, and today we're taking a look at a new hard drive from Western Digital. It is their WD Black Squared dual drive, and just like the name says, this is actually two drives in one, and it's not a hybrid drive. So you get a 120 gig SSD as well as a 1 terabyte hard drive, all in one small package. So, you know, if you are having a small system or you want to upgrade your laptop or something like that and have the speed of an SSD plus the storage of a normal mechanical hard drive, you're going to have all of that. So let's just get into it and check it out. Okay, so taking a look at the box here, it lets us know that it is the WD Black Squared dual drive. On the back, not a lot of information here, pretty much all around. Not a ton of information on all of this. We do have some information right there, you guys can see, but not a ton of information. Let's just go ahead and get right inside here. Cut that open, I believe that's it. Hopefully it should just come out. So we finally got the drive out. You can see the big 2 logo right there along with the Western Digital logo. Over here you have this like car design, of course another logo right there, and this should, see if we can get into this one, this should also open up here somehow. Looks like it's going to, possibly. Oh, there we go, it opens like that. So I'm just having trouble with this box today here. So this actually has a magnetic lock right here. Of course I should have saw that little logo right there. This goes ahead and opens everything up here. So inside you have this little, looks like a little USB drive. That's what it is. It's a little USB drive. And I'm pretty sure this has all the software and drivers and everything like that to get this thing started, because it is not your typical drive. So it's a little bit different to get everything started. So make sure you do not throw this away. We have our quick installation guide, which is pretty thick. That will help you get everything, of course, started. Technical support and limited warranty guide. And what else do we have in here? We have the actual drive, which we'll take a look at in 1 second. What else do we have here? We have a SATA to USB 3.0 adapter. So if you want to do cloning or anything like that with the drive, or just for transferring or anything, or even using the drive outside of a laptop or system, you can go ahead and use this adapter. So it's really nice that Western Digital did go ahead and include that. Now getting back to the drive here, we'll take it out of its anti-static bag here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Now, the video definitely is not doing this justice. This is a very sexy drive. I'll actually do close-ups here that I'm going to cut in. But this is one very, very sexy looking drive. So we have a sort of like reflective black top here, which looks really, really great. Of course, the WD Black Squared logo right here, and you can kind of see part of the PCB here on the SSD. So the way this drive is set up, the top portion is your SSD, and if we flip it around, you can see, of course, the bottom section here is the mechanical part of the drive. Again, this is a dual drive. It's not a hybrid drive. We've seen hybrid drives where the SSD actually acts as your cache, so you have a little bit faster speed. This is completely different. This is 2 drives in one. So you have a 1 terabyte mechanical drive, which we see back here, and our 120 gigabyte SSD up top here. So now this is a little bit larger. Now we've seen the 7mm thickness on most SSDs these days, so they can fit in things like your Ultrabooks and things like that, but this will fit in a normal size laptop, so you wouldn't have a problem with that. And of course, this is going to fit in a normal PC as well, in a very small build, things like that. This is what this drive is made for. Of course, we have our 2 connections, our normal SATA power and SATA data right there. So this is a very cool drive. Very interesting. You know, most drives that we see like this are the hybrid drive. This is 2 drives in one, so it'd be very interesting to test out and see. But again, this is just a sexy looking drive. So make sure you check back very soon on thinkcomputers.org, as we'll have our full written review. And remember, guys, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.